Yes, students, today we can study types of chemical reactions. What are the different types of chemical reaction? These are the types of chemical reaction we have to study. They are combination reactions, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reactions, precipitation reactions, and redox reactions. Let us study one by one. Now, first one, combination reactions. These are the reactions in which two or more substances combine to form a single product. That is, A plus B gives AB. Here A and B are reactants, AB is the product. These are three examples of combination reactions. First one is the addition of water to quicklime. Quicklime is the calcium oxide, CuCaO, quicklime. And when water is added to quicklime, we get calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is like a fly. And here heat is also released. This reaction is called slaking of lime. Slaking of lime. So adding water to quicklime is called slaking of lime. What is the product formed? Slake of lime is calcium hydroxide is the chemical formula. CaOH is the chemical formula. Calcium hydroxide is the chemical name of slake of lime. Second one is the burning of coal. Burning of coal. This is coal, carbon is called when coal is burned. Burning means treating with oxygen. Burning with oxygen, we get carbon dioxide. Here, C plus O2 gives CO2. This is also combination reactions. Next three, formation of water. H2 plus O2 gives H2O. Here two elements, hydrogen and oxygen combined to form water. So this is example of a combination reactions. Next is decomposition reactions. In decomposition reactions, a single substance breaks down into two substances. That is, this is opposite of a combination reaction. In combination reaction, two substances combine to form a single substance. In decomposition reaction, single substance breaks down into two substances. That is decomposition. Now, this decomposition can be affected by heat, electricity and light. If it is take place by heat, then it is called a thermal decomposition. If the decomposition by electricity, it is called electrolysis or electrolytic decomposition. If decomposition is by light, it is called the photolysis or photolytic decomposition. Now we can study one by one. First one is decomposition by heat or thermal decomposition. Example, ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate on heating. Take a ferrous sulfate in a test tube. On heating, this we can see the green color. Ferrous sulfate is green in color. Green color changes to reddish brown color. Reddish brown color, and this is converted to solid. And at the same time, we get the smell of burned sulfur. Two gases are formed there, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. SO2 and SO3, they have the smell of a burned sulfur. So what are the changes taking place? Evolution of gas and a color change. Evolution of gas, that is the smell of burnt sulfur. Why the smell of burnt sulfur? It is due to the presence of production of SO2 and SO3. SO2 is the sulfur dioxide, SO3 is the sulfur trioxide. So color change, green color changes to red. This is decomposition of ferrous sulfur. Next one is decomposition of lead nitrate. Lead nitrate formula is PbNO3 twice. This is a white substance. PbNO3 twice, it is a white substance. On heating, we get brown fumes. This NO2 gas is a brown. It is evolution of gas. That is, color is a brown fumes. Here the change taking place is a white color changes to reddish brown. And this is lead oxide. Lead oxide and oxygen gas are formed. So these are two examples of decomposition by heat. Now see, this is the diagram. This is lead nitrate, PbNO3 twice, lead nitrate, PbNO3 twice. Now it is taken in a test tube. On heating, here we can see the brown fumes. This is decomposition of lead nitrate. Now, decomposition by electricity, it is called electrolysis or electrolytic decomposition. One is the decomposition of water. When electricity is passed through water, two gases are formed, hydrogen and oxygen. This equation is not balanced, that is 2H2O gives 2H2 plus O2. Here, hydrogen is and oxygen are formed in the ratio 2:1. This is a electrolysis of water, is an example of decomposition by electricity. This is a diagram showing decomposition of water. Water is taken in the beaker and electricity is passed. See, oxygen, double hydrogen is formed. Oxygen, this is one time oxygen, two times hydrogen, and this is decomposition by electricity. Now, decomposition by light, that is photolysis. One example is silver chloride. Silver chloride when exposed to sunlight, silver and chlorine gas is released. That is white color changes to gray. This gray is silver is deposited. Another one is photosynthesis. We know photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water combined in the presence of sunlight to form glucose and oxygen plus. Glucose and oxygen. This is photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is an example of this is not decomposition. This is not decomposition, but it takes place in the presence of light. This is takes place in the presence of light. Such reactions are called photolytic reaction. Presence of light maybe absorb energy. It absorb energy, so it is called endothermic. And at last we will study endothermic reactions. Now decomposition, endothermic reactions. These are the reactions which takes place in the presence of light. Presence of light, silver nitrate, and this. So this is a light reactions. This is a diagram showing silver chloride. Silver chloride. This is silver and chlorine decomposed from photosynthesis. This is takes place in the presence of a light reaction. Now next is displacement reactions. In displacement reaction, a more reactive substance displaces a less reactive substance. More reactive substance displaces a less reactive substance. For example, when copper sulfate solution is taken and iron is put in it, iron is put in copper sulfate solution, we can see the blue color of The blue color of copper sulfate changes to green color. Ferrous sulfate is a green and copper sulfate is blue. This is a copper sulfate solution blue. Now changes to greenish, light green color. This is a displacement. Copper is less reactive, iron is more reactive. More reactive iron displaces less reactive copper, so ferrous sulfate is formed. Blue color changes to green color. Now next one is a double displacement reaction. In double displacement reaction, there is a mutual exchange of ions between two compounds. There is mutual exchange of ions between two compounds in solution. For example, sodium sulfate Na2SO4 and BaCl2. Na and barium are exchanged together. They exchange sodium ion and barium ion. So we get barium sulfate and sodium chloride. This is an example of a double displacement reaction. At the same time, this barium sulfate is a white color. It is insoluble and so it is called a precipitate. White precipitate is formed. Precipitate means an insoluble substance. Insoluble substance is called precipitate. That is also formed during this reaction. So this reaction is also called a precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction means the precipitate is formed. Another one example, PbNO3 twice plus 2Ki gives PbI2 plus potassium nitrate. When lead nitrate and potassium iodide both are colorless solution, we get a yellow precipitate, yellow colored substance, there is lead iodide, PbI2. Here yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. This is also example of double displacement. At the same time, it is a precipitation reaction. So precipitation reactions are the reactions in which a precipitate is formed. Double displacement means mutual exchange of ions between two compounds. Now this is a diagram showing this is sodium sulfate, Na2SO4, another Na2SO4. This is barium chloride, BaCl. When barium chloride and sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 plus BaCl2, both are solid liquids, white colored liquids, solution, no color, colorless solutions. When they exchange, sodium and barium exchange, then we get barium sulfate plus Na Yeah, this is precipitate. Why precipitate? This is precipitation reaction. Balancing VNS. Yeah. VNS minus SO4 SO4. Yeah. This is precipitation reaction. That's about the four types of reactions: combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement. Thank you.